I am so happy that I got this new tripod. I feeling myself, dance break. These pop rocks are nasty. They taste so medicine-y. I got them because they were bubblegum and I was having bubblegum withdrawals. Honestly, I was not, if I think about it, like, realistically, I wasn't having bubblegum withdrawals, really. It's just that I saw bubblegum and my heart said, you haven't had bubblegum in so long. You should miss it, right? Because you haven't had any in so long. And I went into the store to get pickles and I wanted some spicy pork cracklings. Don't judge me. That's what I wanted. I went into the ghetto gas station. I asked my husband to pull into the ghetto gas station. I did, and yes I did, to get some pork cracklings and pickles. Do not judge me, but that's what I asked him to go there for. And my heart said, I haven't had bubblegum in a really long time. No, that's not true. I got the bubblegum when I was in Michael's. I was trying to order a picture frame for our wedding photo. The photographer texted me today and said that he's going to be dropping off our USB stick with our wedding photos on it on Tuesday. And so we had purchased a mat for the guest at our wedding to sign, and one of the guests said to my husband at the reception that she wanted to take it and get a custom frame for us as a gift. And he said to her, that's beautiful, that's wonderful, but I cannot turn over this mat to you without taking it home to my wife first. I think he thought that I just wouldn't want him to do that, and it wouldn't have been a problem to me. I think I may have been upset if something had happened to it, you know. I think that may have upset me. But I don't know why she had to have, like, the mat. You know, like, if you just want to get us a frame, like, all you just need to know is what size the mat is and just go get a frame. Like, what's the big deal? But he said that she was, like, making a big deal out of it, like she wanted to take the mat with her. So we took the mat to Michael's this afternoon. Even though we don't have the pictures yet, we haven't seen our wedding photos. The only thing that we've seen is photos that guests have taken and, like, uploaded to social media. So we took the mat in, and they said, when we get the pictures, bring the pictures to them as soon as possible so that they can, you know, frame it. So after I paid for the custom framework, excuse me, and I was telling the girl in the back, I was telling her about this guest that wanted our mat because she wanted to buy us, you know, she wanted to pay for that as a gift to us. And I'm like, that's beautiful, but, like, how you gotta have a mat? Like, what, like, can't you just, like, go buy any old frame and be like, here, you know, or, like, take a picture that you took that day and frame it and be like, here, you know, why do you have to have our memento from our wedding? Why do you have to, like, frame this? Why is this so almighty important? I don't know. I thought that that it was a beautiful gesture, and it wouldn't have been that I wouldn't have been upset. But I think that I would have been upset had something happened to it and I wouldn't have been able to get it back. I think that would have made me upset. And plus, we didn't have any pictures. Like, the picture that was in this mat was just like the stock photo that comes in it anytime you like buy a picture frame and there's like a picture already in it and you never know who the people are. That's the picture that's in this mat. So it's like, you don't even have any of our wedding photos. It's just this mat for people to sign, and the picture that's in it is not even us. So like, why is it such a big deal? But whatever, lady. Whatever floats your boat. But he was like, lady, I am not about to give you this mat. I'm taking this home to my wife. She didn't even get to come to her wedding reception. I'm taking this home to her. Sorry. And he sure enough brought that mat home with all the signatures. Like, she was trying to take it and get it framed, but I was like, no, buddy, I gotta take that home to my wife. And he brought it home. I was like, babe, that would not have upset me. But thinking back on it, I think that if something had happened and I had never seen it again, I think I might have been upset. So I think he maybe did make the right call. Anyway, so while I'm in the Michaels and I get ready to check out, I had to get thank you cards, while I was getting this, even though I didn't have the picture, they went ahead and let us pick a frame and everything, and they said we need the picture as soon as possible. But I had to get thank you notes, for all the wedding guests and the gifts that we got. And while I'm checking out, I'm seeing the bubblegum right there, and I think my heart, more than anything, is just like, you haven't had bubblegum in a really long time. You should get some bubblegum. So I got these Pop Rocks, and they just taste awful. They are so medicine-y. They are not at all like the Pop Rocks I remember from when I was a little girl, that were just so good. Things, I don't know what it is, but a lot of things just are not like they used to be. Like, I am a potato head. I love potatoes. And I think I found out the root of this obsession recently, right? So we took the kids out to dinner. My son turned 16, so it was his 16th birthday, and my daughter got her first college acceptance letter, and she also got like a really nice scholarship to college. And we took them out, and some kind of way, oh yeah, because we ended up getting lost. We're driving around in this neighborhood, and my husband's like, I'm like, why are you like not staying on the major roads? Like, why are you driving up side streets and whatnot? We drive past the Jay's Potato Chip Factory. When I was a little girl, the Jay's Potato Chip Factory smelled so good. Jay's Potato Chips, right on the bag, it used to say that they were made of potatoes, and I think they were, back then, I think it was just corn oil and salt, and that was it. Like, it was potatoes, fried, and salted, and that was it. That factory, because I used to walk my brother to kindergarten every day. Kindergarten was like a half day or like preschool or whatever. So I would have to walk him to school, and then I would have to like pick him up. And so I would pass that factory twice a day, and it smelled so good. I kid you not. And so now, even all these many years later, I love potatoes. Like, any kind of baked potatoes, like, potatoes, hands down. However I can get them, I'll eat them. And I think that this obsession is because when I was a little girl, that Jay's Potato Chip Factory smelled so good. We drove past that factory. I don't know if it's shut down because they still make Jay's Potato Chips, but there was no smell at all coming from that factory. So it's like, are they shut down? Are they not made the same? Like, are they not like handmade anymore? Like, back in the day, that's how all these families supported. That's how they supported their kids, sent their kids to college and everything. These men worked in these factories, peeling potatoes, making these, potato chips, and making salaries good enough that the mothers were able to stay home and be homebodies, and then the daddy could afford to buy a house and pay for a car and send his kids to school every day, and the kids were well behaved and respectful and everything else, working in these factories. And all across our country, these factories are all shut down, or they have robots or whatever it is working in them. It's not people anymore. It's like that's where all the heart and spirit and soul of America went, or at least from the perspective of a middle-aged woman. Is that what happened to our country? Is that why the kids are so obsessed with making videos of people getting beat up instead of calling 911? Or I don't know. I just know that when I was a little girl, we didn't talk back to old folks. We didn't, if you had a fight with somebody, that was it. It was over. You was friends with them the next day. It wasn't no beating people, stomping them all in the head, giving them concussions, and trying to make it to world star hip hop by being the most vicious person to almost nearly murder somebody, or 5 or 6 people. It just wasn't the way that it is. That makes me scared for my children to even go outside, and I don't know. Anyway, I don't even know what made me go off on that tangent. But yeah, I think that I'm only making this video because I'm excited that I got a new tripod finally. And this one is so much better than my old one. And this one is standing up on the floor on its own. It is not on the table like my other one was. I'm feeling myself. Dance break. I'm finna go and lay down. But tomorrow I told somebody I will participate in a fall all the way up to Halloween makeup look thing. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get up tomorrow and wake up. Holla at your girl. Love, peace, and Hairgrease.